12th Physics Chapter 2nd Mechanical Properties of Fluids Numericals from the textbook by Professor Manoj Kamble. Dear students, now in my last video we see the multiple choice questions of chapter number 2 Mechanical Properties of Fluids. Now in today's my video we will solve some numericals. So first numerical, that is question number 10. Find the pressure 200 meter below the surface of ocean if pressure on the free surface of liquid is 1 atmosphere. Here given density of sea of water is equal to 1060 kg per meter cube. Now what is given here? In solution we write density of sea of water rho of SW is equal to 1016 kg per meter cube. Height is given 200 meter. Here atmospheric pressure, that means P0 is given 1.013 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal, that is the constant value. Value of acceleration due to gravity G is also constant, that is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Now in this problem we have to find out pressure P. So formula for that is equal to pressure P equal to P0 is atmospheric pressure plus H rho G. So from this formula we have to substitute the value. So we get P equal to value of P0 is 1.013 10 to the power 5 plus value of H is 200 into value of rho is 1016, value of G is 9.8. When we multiply these three, we get pressure P equal to 1.013 into 10 to the power 5. Multiplication of these three numbers is 20.776 into 10 to the power 5. So when we add 1.013 plus 20.776, we get pressure P equal to 21.789 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So our answer, pressure at 200 meter below the surface of ocean is equal to 21.789 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Now problem number 12. Calculate the viscous force acting on a raindrop of diameter 1 millimeter falling with a uniform velocity 2 meter per second through air. The coefficient of viscosity of air is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton second per meter square. Here given quantity in this problem, diameter of drop is given 1 millimeter. Similarly from that we have to convert millimeter into meter, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Here radius is equal to diameter upon 2. So 1 millimeter upon 2 is equal to 0.5. So it is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. Velocity is given 2 meter per second. Then coefficient of viscosity eta is given 1.8 10 to the power minus 5 Newton second per meter square. We have to calculate here viscous force. We know the formula for viscous force is equal to 6 pi eta RV. When we substitute value of in this formula, we get viscous force F equal to 6 into 3.142 into 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 multiplied by 2. When we multiply all these terms, we get viscous force F equal to 3.393 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton. So the viscous force acting on the raindrop is equal to 3.393 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton. This is our answer. Now next problem number 13. A horizontal force of 1 Newton is required to move a metal plate of area 10 to the power minus 2 meter square with a velocity of 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter per second when it rests on a layer of oil 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter thick. Find the coefficient of viscosity of oil. Here we have to calculate coefficient of viscosity means eta. What are given quantities in this problem? Here force is given, that is equal to 1 Newton. Area is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter square. Here dV, that means change in velocity, is given 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter per second. Then displacement distance is given, dx is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square. We know the formula for coefficient of viscosity of oil, eta equal to F divided by A dV by dx. So from formula, when we substitute all this value in this formula, we get eta equal to 1 divided by 10 to the power minus 2 multiply by value of dV 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 divided by 1.5 10 to the power minus 3. When we solve this, we get formula eta equal to, our answer it is equal to 7.5 Newton second per meter square. So answer of that problem is given, the coefficient of viscosity of oil is equal to 7.5 Newton second per meter square. Now next problem, problem number 14. With what terminal velocity will an air bubble 0.4 millimeter in diameter rise in a liquid of viscosity 0.1 Newton second per meter square and specific gravity 0.9? The density of air is given 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. Here what are given quantities? Here D is given, that means diameter is given 0.4 millimeter of bubble. So when we convert millimeter into meter, we write here 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter, or when we multiply this by 10 to the power minus 3, we get 4.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. When we shift decimal, we get 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. From that we got radius r equal to diameter by 2, that is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter, 4 divided by 2. Then coefficient of viscosity is given, eta equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Here we know the formula, specific gravity equal to density of liquid divided by density of water, which is given, it is equal to 0.9. So from that sigma equal to 0.9 into 1000, that is equal to 900 kilogram per meter cube. Now again density of air is given rho, it is equal to 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. Acceleration due to gravity g is given 9.8 meter per second square. We have to calculate here terminal velocity for air bubble. It is given by formula V equal to 2 by 9 r square g in a bracket rho minus sigma divided by eta. Here we substitute value, we get terminal velocity V equal to 2 by 9 r square 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 bracket square, value of g 9.8, value of rho is 1.29, density, then sigma is given 900 divided by eta is 0.1. When we substitute this, we get 2 by 9, 2 square is 4, 10 to the power minus 4 square is equal to 10 to the power minus 8. Here we cancel this decimal with this decimal, so we get 98 upon 1, so that is equal to 98 multiply by, here we subtract this value 1.29 minus 900, we get minus 898.71. When we solve this, we get 784 multiply by minus this numbers 898.71 multiply by 10 to the power minus 8 divided by 9. So when we find this value using logarithm, so we get minus anti-log of first 784, then plus log of 898.71 minus log of 9 multiply by 10 to the power minus 8. So log of 784 is equal to 2.8943 plus log of 898 is equal to 2.9536 minus log of 9, that means log of 90 equal to 0.9542 multiply by 10 to the power minus 8. When we add these two and subtract this number, we get minus antilog of 4.8937 multiply by 10 to the power minus 8. When we find out antilog of this number 4.8937, we get 7.829. It is multiplied by 10 to the power 4 because there is a characteristic is 4. So we write here 10 to the power 4 plus 4 into multiply by 10 to the power minus 8. So when we shift this decimal to left hand side, it is equal to 10 to the power 5, 5 minus 8, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 3. So our answer is minus 0.782 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3 meter per second. So negative sign indicates that the bubble is rising up inside the liquid. So the terminal velocity for the air bubble is minus 0.782 10 to the power minus 3 meter per second, and negative sign indicates that bubble is rising up. Now next problem number 15. The speed of water through a pipe of internal diameter 10 cm is 2 meter per second. What should be the internal diameter of nozzle of the pipe if the speed of water at nozzle is 4 meter per second? This question can be asked for board exam for 2 marks. Now what are given here? Here D1 is given, that means diameter is given 10 cm. When we convert 10 cm into meter, it is equal to 10 divided by 100. So it is equal to 0.1 meter. Velocity is given 2 meter per second. Second velocity is given 4 meter per second. So by equation of continuity, the ratio of the speed V1 upon V2 is equal to A2 upon A1, it is equal to D2 upon D1 bracket square. Or we can write D2 upon D1 is equal to under root V1 upon V2. When we substitute value of V1 equal to 2, V2 equal to 4, we get it is equal to 1 by root 2. So that is equal to 0.707. So D2 equal to 0.707 and D1 equal to 0.707 into 0.1. So that is equal to 0.0707 meter. Now next problem number 16. With what velocity does water flow out of an orifice in a tank with a gauge pressure 4 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square before the full flow starts? Density of water is given 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Here given pressure P equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton per meter square, density equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Here we have to find out velocity of flow of water, that means V. Formula is equal to H equal to P upon rho G, and second formula we have to know that V equal to under root 2 GH. So first we calculate from first formula H equal to P upon rho G. So therefore we get H equal to value of P equal to 4 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 1000 into 10. When we solve this, we get that is equal to 40. So from equation number 2, V equal to under root 2 GH. So when we substitute value of V equal to 2, value of G equal to 10, value of H equal to 40, when we take multiply, we got 20 under root 2, that is equal to 20 under root of 2 equal to 1.414. So we got value V equal to 28.28 meter per second. So our answer is velocity of water flowing out is equal to 28.28 meter per second. Now next problem number 17. The pressure of water inside a closed pipe is 3 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. This pressure reduces to 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square on opening the valve of pipe. Calculate the speed of water flowing through the pipe. The density of water is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Here what is given? pressure P1 is given 3 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Second pressure is reduced at given 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Density of water is given rho W, that is equal to density of water is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. V1 equal to 0. To find here speed of water V2. So using formula P1 minus P2 is equal to 1 half rho V2 minus V1. When we substitute the value, we get 3 into 10 to the power 5 minus 2 into 10 to the power 5 is equal to half 10 to the power 3 V2 square minus 0. So we have to calculate here V2 square. So V2 square is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 10 to the power 3. Here 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. 1 into 10 to the power 5. Here half into 10 to the power 3. So that is equal to V2 equal to, we got here under root 2 into 10. So that is equal to 14.14 meter per second. So speed of water flowing through the pipe is equal to this much. Now next problem, calculate the rise of water inside a clean glass capillary tube of radius 0.1 millimeter. When immersed in water of surface tension 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter, the angle of contact between water and glass is 0. Density of water is given 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Value of G is given 9.8 meter per second square. Here given quantity in this problem is the radius is given 0.1 millimeter. So that is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 meter. We convert this millimeter into meter. Tension is given, surface tension is given, capital T is 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter. Angle theta is 0 for water. Density rho is given 1000 kilogram per meter cube. G is 9.8 meter per second square. We know the formula for capillary rise. Height H is equal to 2t upon cos theta upon r rho G. When we substitute value here, we get H equal to 2 into 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 into cos of 0 degree divided by 10 to the power minus 4 into 10 to the power 3 into 9.8. When we solve this, we get here 7 to the 14 into 10 to the power minus 1 divided by 9.8. Cos 0 equal to 1. Here 10 to the power minus 4 and 10 to the power plus 3. Here we get 10 to the power minus 1. When we shift here, it is equal to plus 1. So that is equal to minus 2 plus 1, that is will be equal to 10 to the power minus 1. When we calculate this, it is equal to 1 by 7 and 1 by 7 is equal to 0.143 meter. So the rise of water inside the glass in capillary is of 0.143 meter, that is the height.